Let's go. Whoa, nice. Super. Look at that. Super chat from Chana for that.
It's the BRANE Show coming in hot every week. We bring the truth when we speak. Red, white, and blue, the bulls stand tall. We the people, united won't fall. We the people as our beat and rhyme. We're dropping old school values every time. Extreme honesty with a fresh twist. Breaking it down, you don't wanna miss. It's freedom talk, loud and proud. Voice of the people, can't be cowed. Every week, we speak our mind. For love of country, it's one of a kind. So grab a seat, let the BRANE Show roll. We're serving up truth, heart and soul. Brian and Shane with that patriot steel. For the people, by the people, of the people, let's go. It's the BRANE Show coming in hot every week. We bring the truth when we speak. Red, white, and blue, the bulls stand tall. We the people, united won't fall. It's the BRANE Show, coming in hot every week. We bring the truth when we speak. Red, white, and blue, the bulls stand tall. We the people, united won't fall. It's the BRANE Show, coming in hot every week. We bring the truth when we speak. Red, white, and blue, the bulls stand tall. We the people, united won't fall. It's the BRANE Show, coming in hot every week. We bring the truth when we speak. Red, white, and blue, the bulls stand tall. We the people, united won't fall. It's the BRANE Show, coming in hot every week. We bring the truth when we speak. Red, white, and blue, the bulls stand tall. We the people, united won't fall. It's the BRANE Show, coming in hot every week. We bring the truth when we speak. Red, white, and blue, the bulls stand tall. We the people, united won't fall.
This is for America!
Shut the f*** up!
Yep. All right.
You know the problem with Hollywood is? They make shit unbelievable, unremarkable shit.
To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair.
Will you fight? No! We will run! And we will live!
Shame on you. This could be the greatest night of our lives. But you're gonna let it be the worst.
And I guarantee a week won't go by in your life you won't regret walking out, letting them get the best of you.
Well, I'm not going home.
Day may come when the courage of men fails, but it is not this day.
The line must be drawn here. This is far, no farther!
I'm not saying it's gonna be easy.
You're gonna work harder than you ever worked before.
I really do believe that together we can accomplish anything.
Because we'll never stop learning and we'll never stop growing.
Failure is not an option. That's how winning is done.
Believe me when I say
We can break this army here. It has made us brothers. I say to you, what every warrior has known since the beginning of time. You've got to get mad.
I mean plumb mad dog mean.
If you would be free men, then you must
Fight to fulfill that promise. Let us
Cut out their living guts.
1 inch at a time.
And they will know what we can do!
let no man forget how menacing we are. We are lions. This is your time.
Seize the day.
Never surrender. Victory or death.
So come on then! Take it!
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
All right, let's fly! My name is the Lord. When I tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our Independence Day.
You, the people, have the power. The power to create machines. The power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful. To make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world.
We don't sleep to dream, we sleep to build stamina. Energy to do our thing, get your camera up. This show is about to begin, so sit down and buckle it in. Let's go! Let's go! My name is Brian, that is Shane. You are watching The BRANE Show. Thank you guys for coming over. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Shane, how you doing today, brother?
I am doing great.
That's good.
Because,
I expected more. That's why I stopped talking.
well, it's funny because I'm like, why am I doing great? Let me consider why I'm doing so. You know, listen, I've got a great family. I've got, I'm healthy. I got wonderful people who watch our show. I got a great brother. I'm great, man.
Thanks, bro. And we got a great audience, dude. I just want to start off by featuring our super producer. Yes, that's a real thing. This man, Kenneth the Roke, he not only is a producer here, but he's a producer on our other channels. This guy double dips. He super chats. He sends members. Kenneth the Roke is by far our strongest supporter, and I want to just thank you, Ken, by being such a damn rock star, bro. Always taking care of us. Kenneth, for $50, says, just wanted to get you started off on even keel. My man.
Awesome. Also an awesome model maker, which you guys may not know about him, and a fantastic Canadian. Let me just tell you. Also, member for 21 months. It's been a lot longer than that. I'm sure he's been back and forth because we've been demonetized, and so he's been a member as long. Anyways, thank you so much, Ken. We appreciate you. Thanks for getting the show started off.
Also from John Yulden, coming out the gate, $5. Thank you, John. He says, due to the new UK safety bill, I will now be broadcasting live from the English channel in a dinghy. Have a great show, guys.
There was a movie about that. What was that where they broadcast from a ship, basically off the coast of the UK?
Oh, yeah. Like they're in international waters. It was like the pirate radio. The pirate radio.
It was pirate radio, right?
Right, I think this was called.
And it was like, so you can get your rock and roll. Well, listen, John, you're bringing rock and roll to the online community. Keep bringing it, brother. Okay, here we go.
Keep bringing the rock, bro. All right, so what are we talking about today? I know the thumbnail and the title might confuse you guys, but we got to talk about it.
I was confused, so yeah, let me know.
So there is unusual woke-like activity in media right now. And it's specifically coming from people that were previously freedom speech advocates, right?
Okay, I hear where you're going with this.
Yes. You know, First Amendment.
The word woke was the interesting portion of it. Like, I was wondering what you meant by woke, because is woke lack of free speech? I guess to a degree, yeah.
Well, yeah, no. So woke is, it's part of it. But also, you know, reading into everything, trying to find problems where there are no problems, just the constant sort of misinformation, rage, confirmation bias. These are things that I consider to be
how about
unreasonable woke like activity.
Unreasonable, yes.
And between Superman, Fantastic Four, and now South Park, we're seeing a lot of that on the right, which is sort of where we're at. And we're confused. We're like, what's going on, guys? Why are we so upset? Why are we chasing ghosts here, right? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the response from Trey Parker. Also, we're going to talk about Sydney Sweeney's ad campaign for both.
Man, I almost thought you said Sydney Sweeney's ass. Like, I thought that was like
Sweeney's
coming out of your mouth.
Well, man, might as well be an ass campaign. Her ass campaign for American Eagle and Dr. Squatch and her bathwater soap, which is hilarious. And I got to say, I should have seen what happened with Dr. Squatch, and I should have immediately have invested in American Eagle. And I didn't, and I feel stupid for it. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's hard to catch on to these meme stocks. I literally own one of the, like the one that started off this cycle, Open Door, right? Was like Open was the big meme stock, right? I bought that stock like in 2022, and I'm sitting there holding it. I got like at a $22 average, and I'm just laughing my butt off as it goes between $2 and $6, and everybody's like freaking out. So just keep it going up, and eventually you'll get to my average.
Yeah, I did the meme stock for what's it called? The gamer one, GameStop.
GameStop.
I bought GameStop, and I bought AMC. I didn't buy very much GameStop because I got it at the very end. It was already on its way up, and I was scared. So I decided only to buy a little bit, couple fractional shares. But I did buy a bunch of AMC. So at one point, it was going up, and then it dropped way down. And it's because, you know, they were trying to short it, right? And it dropped way down. When it dropped way down, I was like, F it, let's go. And I sold a bunch of stock that I already had, and I just bought like Like at like $8, I bought just a bunch of shares at AMC. And then went back up to like $40, bro. I walked out of there for like $1,500 profit. I felt great.
Yeah, no. A lot of people lost a lot of money. So that's why you got to be careful of those meme stocks, you know.
Oh, everyone's like,
if you're
hold.
chasing-
I'm like, I'm not holding. It's at 700% my earnings. I'm selling right now.
No, dude, you're holding so other people can sell and you get stuck with your shares.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Dude, I did the same thing with like Dogecoin. Doge was, I think I bought it originally at like 10 cents or 8 cents or something like that. And when he went on SNL, it was like, it's going to 69 cents. We know it's getting there. I'm like, okay, I got to put a sell order at 69 cents. I'm not going to be the one left holding the bag. But other people put the sell order at 67 cents. And I made the mistake of not, I should have put the sell order at like 50 cents because I bought 8 cents. But it never really got to 69 cents, and it just started dropping and dropping and dropping. And
if you guys are curious what we're talking about and you don't understand like this investing terminology and stuff, just if you put a thing on how to lose money, that's all you got to know. Right?
Well, I ended up selling it like 25 cents. I still made a little bit of money, but it wasn't as good. Right. Also, we're talking about Trump's drug prices. He said the drug prices are going to be 1,400% lower. Not sure what that means. We're going to talk about that. That's some wonky math. Also, the Attorney General told Trump his name appeared in the Epstein files, and that's very interesting. I don't think it means what people think it means. I think there's a lot of names in the Epstein files, but we're going to get into that. Also, and finally, silly clickbait influencers and an actual senator falling for an AI-generated letter of resignation, which I thought was hilarious. Because you can just look at it for like 5 seconds and be like, oh, that's not real. But now Billy Johnson, some big influencers were like, oh my God, he quit. I'm like, really? Billy, are you looking at the same letter?
It's amazing what you can be, what can happen to you if you fall for confirmation bias.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of that going on. So we're going to be talking about all that good stuff. It's going to be fun. And if we run out of topics, then we might talk about the Elon Tesla the diner, but it's not a huge topic. I just thought it was sort of funny. Let's just jump right into it, man. I really want to talk about this sort of unusual woke-like activity going on the right now. We have a lot of people that once were staunch First Amendment advocates, people that fought in the same circles. No, First Amendment, freedom of speech. You can't police what I say. I can say what I want here. This platform is a public square. Blah blah blah. All that stuff, right? Those same people, though, are acting a whole lot like the leftists that they were previously criticizing, and I started noticing with the Superman movie, a lot of the Snyder bots and stuff started doing the sort of misinformation, misleading quotes, literally just making stuff up. In fact, trying to push a narrative the same way the left did. And then I saw the same thing for Fantastic Four. And now I'm seeing the same thing for South Park. And let's be clear, I actually didn't like the South Park episode. I thought it was boring. It wasn't very funny. Most of it wasn't very funny. The part with Jesus was funny. But most of it wasn't funny. The dunking on Trump just wasn't funny because we have already seen it before. We saw it with years and years and years ago with the Saddam Hussein movie. I didn't think it was funny, but I also wasn't offended by it. But there are people that are now they're offended by it because, look, President Trump is not off limits. Like, he can be made fun of too. He can be criticized too. I know you guys love Trump. I voted for Trump too. But anyone and everyone can be criticized. Everyone and anyone, and if you believe in free speech, anyone can be made fun of. It can't be, well, I can make fun of the blue-haired weirdos on Blue Sky, but they can't make fun of my American flag. No, that's not how it works.
Well, here, let me just interject one thing here. So, how do we know that the right is no longer part of the counterculture? Okay. When you've made it to South Park, when you're being teased or made fun of on South Park. So this is the moment. I want you guys to mark all this. congratulations to everyone on the left. You are now part of the counterculture. Okay. The right is now culture, is now running things. Woke is mostly dead, like we talked about. And I think, we've pretty much seen that the left is they're not waving the white flag, but they might as well, because for now, at this moment in history, they've lost. So they've become part of the counterculture.
Right.
So when, and it's funny that South Park is the bell ringer for, what is what is popular culture.
Canary in the coal mine, right?
Right. And what's interesting about it is, when I watched that episode, I thought it was very interesting because I love when they make fun of everything. I really like when they did when they went after Kathleen Kennedy and the Disney stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic.
Hilarious.
Because there was truth to it. And there was a bit of, it was accurate to the facts of what was going on. Right. Which made sense. Their messaging in this could have been a really great episode, but they made two really big mistakes. They went after Christianity, right? And
that was weird.
It's weird because I think that's more important to them, right? I think that's more important to them because they like to make fun of that stuff. But I don't think it's that big of a countrywide issue where I don't think schools are pushing Christianity. I know Trump talks about it sometimes, but it's not really a big push for him.
No,
I haven't seen that at all.
My wife works at a public school. She's part of the district. We live in one of the most, we live in a pretty liberal state. There is no pushing of Christianity in school. That's not happening.
Right. So
I'm not sure where that, it's a weird thing to bring up when it's not actually happening.
Right. So it's like they wanted to go after Trump a little bit, which, like you said, he's fair game, and he's done a lot of things that you can make fun of him about.
Sure, yeah, 1,400% drop in drug prices. That's funny,
right? Well, those are
it's not mathematically possible.
That's misspeaking more, and we'll go into that story more.
Right.
But what I'm saying is he's done a lot of things that you can make fun of him about. But I don't understand what I think is frustrating about it is they basically said you're Saddam Hussein. And that's where I really get interested. Okay, so essentially they use Saddam Hussein's character voice, right, for Donald Trump in this show. They had him basically in the same bed that Saddam Hussein did, and they say at some point that he reminds me of some other guy. So basically they're saying he's like Saddam Hussein. So that's where I was like, wait a second. So, you guys remember who Saddam Hussein was, right? So where do they make the logic connect to that we're going to make fun of Trump by saying he's essentially Saddam Hussein?
No, it's really lazy. It's
lazy. That's what it was. It's lazy.
That's the problem.
And who cares? Going after his small penis,
that's also really lazy.
It's just
like it's 2025, really? Guys. Like the small penis thing is not very funny. It's
like the last thing when you're harassing somebody, like, dude, you got a small penis. I mean, like,
cool, bro.
Okay, like it's just not funny, And then, so they could have done the whole, all, kind of how he outrageously says things. They could have had him attack Canada. They could have had him attack the Panama Canal. They could have had him take over Greenland.
The Epstein files were right there. They could have had a whole pedophile thing.
Say again?
The Epstein files were right there. Like that's
I think that's still playing itself out though. I think it's too soon to make we don't really know which way that's going. I think it would have been dangerous for them to get you know what they don't do? They don't get in the middle of a fight. They fight about it afterwards.
That's true.
Okay, so they're not going to jump in the middle.
Panama Canal, attacking Canada.
Right. That stuff's already happened.
Iran,
right?
The Jews. There's so many things here.
Yes, bombing Iran, all that stuff. So it was lazy. And then here's even probably the most egregious of all, which lets me know, and I got a lot of respect for these guys because they go after everybody. But they got really weirdly personal when they did the AI video ad at the end.
That was weird. It wasn't even funny. It just everything seemed mean and lazy.
It was like SNL-esque where they're not trying to be funny. They're just trying to attack somebody.
Right.
And they've never been like that. They've never it's always been about the comedy, but you can tell these guys really do not like Trump.
Right.
And that's fine. You don't have to like Trump. These guys are, these guys have always had very, I would say middle of the road libertarian kind of viewpoints.
Yeah, libertarian. Yeah.
Okay. But this was, make no bones about it, this was an attack, period. And when you dress down the guy naked and a real version of that guy, like,
yeah, it wasn't a cartoon. It was a very convincing AI. It had to be AI because obviously it wasn't actually Trump. The only way, in fact, that's the funny thing. The only way we know it's not, that it was AI, is that it was so good that we know it can only have been AI because we know Trump didn't act in it.
Right. And the real crazy thing about this, and Brian and I have talked a lot about this, at some point very soon, there's going to have to be some sort of thing on the screen that says this was created with AI. Like, I would not be surprised if a law does not get passed that if you use AI in any sort of production, you're going to be required to say that it's AI, because it's becoming impossible. Like, that to me is how I would envision Trump to look if he's naked. Now, I don't know if his penis is going to talk to him.
I don't know if he has a small penis or a big penis or what, but like, I assumed.
No, his body shape, his
body shape, yeah,
all that.
And the crazy part is that weird AI thing, it just came out of nowhere. Like, there was no setup for it. It's just like, oh, this was the episode's happening, and then that happened, and then it ended, and you're like, where was the connection to this weird AI thing? It was like they were just trying to fit as much as they could in there to attack Trump. And the weirdest part is, I'd be completely fine with it, and I wouldn't even criticize it if it was remotely funny. But none of it was funny. The stuff with Satan, we've already seen that exact thing with Saddam Hussein and Satan. The exact same thing.
And that's because Saddam, at the time especially, the things that Saddam Hussein were doing were that's the way we felt about him. Like,
he was a dictator. He was gassing thousands of people. He was a very, very evil person.
Right. And so, what are they saying here about Trump? What are you guys saying?
Dude, they could have done the immigration thing, the ICE thing. They could have picked up.
They mentioned it slightly. They mentioned something
Imagine
slightly
ICE
about
grabbing Kyle to, like, deport him to Canada, bro.
Yep, that would have been
good. Not Kyle, the kid, the Canadian kid.
The little brother.
It could have been, this could have been so funny. It could have been so funny.
Even all of his trade deals going back and forth.
Right.
You get a deal. No, you don't get a deal. You get a deal. You don't get a deal.
Yeah.
They could have done so much to make fun of him.
So much.
So this went like over the line, and I think it's SNL crap worthy kind of material. I'm really disappointed that they went this way, not because they attacked Trump, but and if they had done this to anybody, I would have said, well, it just wasn't very funny. And it wasn't very fair, very accurate. And I think you really set yourself up. Then on top of it all, they do this like mock apology, right? What do you think? How do you think Trump's going to ultimately react to all this stuff? I think it would be in his best interest if he just let it go.
Yeah, the best thing would be to like, oh, there's the AI video. Man, it looks just like Trump. It's crazy. Like, it's really...
Yeah, the way he's moving and everything.
Yeah,
and...
I can't show the video because of copyright claims, but it's very... And which quite, it's wild that I'm gonna get a copyright claim on an AI clip. That drives me nuts. Like, imagine.
Well, not only because it's Paramount Plus property,
right? No, the crazy part about this is that, look, just to be clear, we're not doing what we were just talking about. We're not criticizing it because it's attacking Trump. We're criticizing it as critics. We're saying it just wasn't funny. It was lazy.
The Jesus part was funny.
And it wasn't funny. Yes, the only part that was funny was the Jesus part. And that was...
Listen to me.
Listen, shut up. Do you want to still be here? That was funny. That part was funny. The Jesus that was funny. But then the whole Christianity in school thing is, again, what you said, South Park always makes fun of something that's actually happening. There's some kind of semblance of truth to it.
Right.
There's no Christianity being pushed anywhere. That's a ridiculous premise. So, like, it just was lazy, and most of it wasn't funny, and the ending bit with the AI was just over the line and not funny, and it had no connection to the story whatsoever, and I didn't understand why it was in there. And frankly speaking, I think that if this is the quality we're going to get this season, then Paramount wasted a lot of money on the South Park creators when they gave them that deal 2 weeks ago. Because,
and I don't know, like I said, I think it's a little bit of they let a little bit of their personal feelings get into here. I think that's where it was. And it wasn't, the stuff they did with like the water back when the water slide, the water park episode, and all that going on. Yeah, the streaming wars,
right?
Just genius stuff.
Brilliant stuff.
You guys stop token so much and get back to the boards.
Dude, my favorite all-time episode is probably the one where Randy's trying to take the $1 out of the kid's mouth because they keep trying to get him to donate $1. It's so funny when he's like, sir, it's stuck. You're going to put your foot on her face and pull it out. It was just so funny. Everything about it, because that's an annoyance that we have. When we go to the grocery store, we're tired of everyone going like, would you like to donate $1 to help this random charity you never heard of? No, I'm good, thanks. Are you sure? I'm good, dude, thanks. So it's funny. Yeah, and we didn't see a lot of Randy this episode. Everything was confusing to me. And why isn't Garrison playing Trump? He was Trump for the first term. I don't know.
Because I'll tell you why. Because they wanted to go after him.
Right.
The whole point of this was to go after him. They have decided that, and listen, this is what happens when you're not transparent enough, which is Trump's problem right now. He's not being transparent enough
with the Epstein stuff.
He's doing some amazing things for the country. Listen, if you put like all the good things he's doing for our country on a scale next to, what he's not doing, that scale is going to be awesome in our favor. Just stop for a second and go back and look at all of our most previous presidents and how much they got accomplished for us. It wasn't shit. Okay, so he's getting a lot done, but the problem is he's so afraid of being criticized that he's just not willing to. And this has always been a problem of his. You gotta own a little bit of criticism in order to let people let it go. Right. Self-deprecation is the best form of deflection.
Yeah, Trump is at his best when he self-deprecates.
And this man is incapable of being self-deprecating.
Yeah, I mean he has done it, but it's rare, super rare.
But not on any sort of important level. Always on something very basic. Right. This Epstein thing. He needs to be like, listen, here's the scoop. Okay, back in 2004, before 2004, yes, Jeffrey Epstein and I hung out together. We were friends. After 2004, when he was coming to Mar-a-Lago and he was doing inappropriate things with young ladies, he was done, out of my life. Goodbye. Right. That was it. Okay, that's it.
Yeah,
if you're going to find my name in, if you're going to find my name in depositions, you're going to find Trump's name in depositions.
100%. We're going to get into that. Don't go into that yet.
Is that a separate story?
That's a separate story. Yeah, we're going to get into that.
All right. Look at me. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Oh, hey, bro. The thing is this, and we're going to end this story, but I want to be clear. The reason why we're talking about it is because this has been happening. I've noticed this whole year. It's like because woke is dying and there isn't, Superman wasn't a gay trans black guy, and Fantastic Four, Ben Grimm wasn't in a relationship with Johnny Storm, and they weren't talking about, the climate or whatever. Because all this woke sort of storytelling is dying and almost dead, I feel like people are chasing Ghost. They're chasing Ghost because, and some of these influencers, they need the woke stuff. Jeremy from the Quartering the other day said something surprisingly honest. I like Jeremy a lot because he's pretty honest. And he goes, I used to cover video games, but then video games really didn't have a lot of woke stuff anymore, so there wasn't much to cover. And then I was covering TV and movies, and that whole news thing has dried up. And I'm covering politics, and when Trump got elected, a lot of those politics got dried up. And he's like literally saying, my job is to tell you about all the bad woke things happening, and there's not a lot of it going on. So I'm having a hard time.
That's exactly what I said. And this is the moment, guys. Okay, South Park just told you that the right is no longer counterculture. For a long time, since Obama became president, the right was counterculture. Even during Trump's first term, the right was counterculture because the whole world was fighting against him. But now he's done so much, they're tired. They're like, fine, just let him let him have it.
Yeah, they've given up. Like they're tails between their legs, bro. They're over it.
Yeah. So now what happens is when you become part of the culture and not the counterculture, which the people against what the woke movement have always been part of the counterculture. Congratulations, you're part of the culture now. What the hell are you going to talk about?
And that's what happens. So they see Superman and they see some quote that was taken out of context by Variety, because the very woke journalist at Variety is desperately trying to breathe some kind of leftist agenda into a movie that he hasn't even seen yet. So he takes a quote completely out of context and he mashes it up with a quote from like 2 months ago, and he makes this fake sort of narrative. And if you read the article, you can tell it right away. This guy is grasping at straws, and this didn't happen, and he didn't say that, and that's not what he meant. But instead, they just look at the headline and they go, oh, all of a sudden you see 50 videos pop up, thumbnails. Superman is what? Blah, 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 blah. And they're just, because they're chasing woke ghosts. And you go watch the movie and there's nothing woke about it. And now they have to like try to grab something else. They're like, what else do I... Fantastic Four. Oh, look at that. It's going to be a Sue Storm-led movie. It wasn't. Oh, Ben Grimm is gay with Johnny Storm. He wasn't. Oh, guess what? There's nothing woke in these movies. Nothing. And then South Park happens, and the same people that were desperately trying to find anything to grab onto, they're like, oh, there we go. South Park's woke now. Let's go. Like, are you guys understanding, though, that you were once free speech advocates, and now you're complaining that someone's making fun of you? So I suggest maybe we stop chasing woke ghosts, enjoy the renaissance of storytelling.
Enjoy the win.
Yeah, enjoy the win, bro.
Enjoy the win,
Enjoy it, bro. Yes. Crack a beer. You won. Guess what? Marvel is walking away from the DEI initiatives. Target left the DEI initiatives. Skydance just bought Paramount. They kowtowed and they kissed the Trump ring, and they paid off and they're no more DEI. In fact, the only projects you're going to see that have this super woke ideology is stuff that was happening before last year, before the Trump win. So all the stuff that you're seeing being produced now is being produced without DEI. Even Survivor, Jeff motherfucking Probst was like, we're going back to the 40 days. We're not going to do the mandatory minority casting. We're not going. We thought that it made our pool too small. No shit, Jeff. You said you wanted to have at least 75% of your cast be either a minority racial group or a minority sexual group. And then now you're wondering how in the world are you going to find castmates, because they're a minority for a reason.
Yeah.
So they're backtracking on all that DEI crap, and so people are chasing ghosts because influencers need to feed their audience. And when there's less woke to feed their audience with, they gotta make stuff up, or they gotta grasp at straws, or they gotta grab onto this headline from Variety from stupid 60-year-old hyper leftist homosexual journalist desperately trying to bring politics into a movie that isn't remotely political in any way. So let's just enjoy it. Enjoy the win. Let's not become woke. Let's enjoy the win. Let's smile, be charming, and lord it over everyone that DEI is on its way out.
Yeah, the secret is being a gracious winner. When you win, don't lord it over everybody. And it's very hard for human beings not to do that, especially when there's no accountability on social media for it. You can wave your winning flag in front of everybody's face and nobody's going to punch you.
Yeah.
So listen, this is a test for humanity right now. Yes, there are less things to talk about, but we can always talk about Sydney Sweeney's butt. So we're fine.
Yeah, I mean, look, criticize Fantastic Four for the problems it had. Messy, rushed, disconnected, not enough character development. There's so many problems in that movie. You can criticize. You don't have to make up things. What?
Or enjoy it for the things that's good. How about this?
Or both.
I understand.
Yeah, I like this stuff. I didn't like this stuff. Just be honest.
I understand positivity doesn't sell clicks, but hey, maybe it's time for us to just enjoy some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's some really great TV shows out there, bro.
Let's cut off let's just cut the rage merchant shit off for a while until there's something to rage against. Look, I get it. You got to rage against the machine. I get it. But when
That's
there's
it.
no machine, take a fucking break. God
Yeah,
damn.
let's go to the beach, guys.
Gotta take a break, dude. Dude, watching some of this stuff, people that were so anti-Disney, anti-Marvel, anti-MCU in every way, like fire Bob Iger, get rid of it, blah, blah, Kathleen Kennedy sucks.
It was fun. No, listen,
Hold up. Those same people are now like, oh yeah, I told you Fantastic Four was gonna beat Superman, bro. It's a great movie. You're like, whoa, what just happened?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, we were different
There's a
people.
reason why they're successful. Okay.
That's why.
Because they know when to turn on the dime, man.
Yeah,
They're not
maybe
behind the
we
curve.
gotta be. Maybe in order for us to be successful,
We're slow.
we would just be rage merchants. I don't
We're
know.
slow, bro. No, we're slow is what I'm saying. We're slow. They know when to pivot.
They gotta pivot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So listen, the whole thing is time to celebrate. I'll tell you, very interesting for me. Superman. When I went and saw Superman, and I was not prepared for this. We're gonna remember 2020 to 2025 as a fucking weird moment in history. Like these 5 years, we've gone through more in these 5 years than I feel like in my entire life as a culture. And I do feel like there's that we've kind of got out of this out from underneath the microscope, and things are going to be a little bit better for everybody. But when you stop and think about it, when I went and saw Superman, I walked out of the movie and I thought, what is this feeling I'm having right now? Is that hope? I feel hope. I haven't felt this in so long.
Yeah.
About anything.
You want to know what's funny? Shane.
It's true.
Shane, we actually changed the format of this channel because Shane was tired of covering entertainment. Because entertainment was so bad. He was like, we guys got to cover news. Entertainment's garbage right now. And I'm like, I get it. And then all of a sudden he's like, hey, I think we should review these movies. I'm like, oh, we're back now. Okay. Because the stories are back. Because there's some entertainment value back. Because there's some decent TV coming up. Some good movies coming up. Dude, I'm looking forward to The Running Man. I'm looking forward to that Mortal Kombat. Like for the first time in a long time, I'm looking forward to a lot of movies. You know what? Last year I wasn't looking forward to shit.
No, I'm with you, man. I Superman was so good that it made me go watch Thunderbolts. I didn't want to watch Thunderbolts. And what I realized is like Thunderbolts is my favorite MCU movie since Endgame.
Right.
Like I'm like, whoa, I really like this. I like these characters. And I know that there's problems with Fantastic Four, but Fantastic Four is a solid superhero movie, man.
Good. It's solid.
I got to see it a second time because my kids wanted to see it and I couldn't say no. So, and frankly speaking, it was better on the second watch. And
probably because like the pacing is probably better. I gotta say, Superman was better the second time for me too, because now I understood the universe. Like I felt like I got thrown in the deep end all of a sudden.
First time I went into it trying to make the connections that Marvel was planning to make. Mm-hmm. Like I knew that Fantastic Four was going to show up in the Earth's universe, so I was distracted the first time watching it. I watched it the second time, and the acting is way better than I saw it the first time, and there are some really great emotional elements in it. So. Fantastic Four is a better movie than people are giving it credit for.
Oh, of course. My biggest criticism when it comes to that connection is there's no connection to the next Marvel movie.
That is confusing to me. Although I did hear that there is a Spider-Man movie coming out.
Spider-Man is going to be street level. There's no connection to MCU proper.
For sure.
Yeah, it's a team up movie. It's a buddy cop film between Spider-Man and the Punisher. It's not going to be connected to MCU proper. Remember, no one in the MCU even knows who Spider-Man is now.
Yeah, because my audience was really excited when they got to the end cut, and I won't spoil it here for you guys. When it got to the end credit scene for Fantastic Four, but in my mind, I'm having a hard time connecting the upcoming projects into how we get there, and so that's going to be interesting to follow.
Right. Okay, well, enough about this. Let us know what you guys think about this stuff, okay? Let's talk about Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney, if you don't know, the star of Euphoria, some movies. She's a decent-looking lady with a good body, and she's very good at marketing.
It's not her looks. I figured this out. I'm pretty sure she made a deal with the devil. So I think Sydney Sweeney, she's got like some magnetism like coming off of her. Like I don't know what it is. I can't quite explain.
It's her person. No, I think it's her personality. She goes on. So she went on SNL and she played the sex pot and she made the jokes that we used to make back in the 90s. She has the flair of like sort of the trad wife, funny hot chick. And she's not even like super hot, you know. But
that's what I'm saying.
But it's the personality, and she has
a magnetism.
And she's she's. But when the funniest thing I've ever seen on SNL, in my opinion, was when she hosted SNL. She was wearing a low cut top, so you can see her cleavage, and at the bottom of the screen, normally they have the credits going by at the very end, but when she was on, all the credits avoided her cleavage.
Nice.
They were purposely cut off so that her cleavage would never be cut. It was a joke. I've never seen a joke at the end of SNL like that. It was legitimately funny. And then when I turned closed captioning on, even the closed captioning was avoiding her breasts somehow.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, there was an ongoing joke about her breast that you really can only figure out if you're paying attention. It's funny. Look, I think that she's very good at marketing herself. She knows her audience and she plays to it, and that's good because of what's going on right now with American Eagle. She did an ad for American Eagle, and don't worry, I'm going to show you that ad.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, guys.
Don't worry, we'll show it to you.
I'm not going to just show you one ad. I'm going to show you all the ads. And she also did ads for Dr. Squash. Both these companies saw massive jumps in their stocks and in their sales. Huge jumps. And the wild thing about this is it actually gives me hope. The same way these movies are giving Shane hope, I love that we're seeing commercials now that where American Eagle, a fashion company, isn't promoting itself with some heavy-set bald chick, but it's promoting
another
itself.
sign that we're now in the culture, not in this counterculture.
Yeah, it's promoting itself with a 70s style Bond girl. This is the way we go. Hey, again, the world is healing, right? Dr. Squanch, it's crazy because they weren't doing these sort of like sexual commercials. When you would think a soap company would probably lean into that, they weren't doing that pre-Trump second term.
Yeah, not if you didn't want to get canceled.
Right. It was like all like guy stuff and men's health and all whatever. And then all of a sudden,
let's not forget the Gillette commercial where they said men do better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, the Gillette commercial. It's a men's razor, and you're criticizing your only customer. Wild stuff.
That's why I said 2020 to 2025 will be remembered as the weirdest time on file.
So we're seeing this resurgence of marketing actually targeting the demographic that buys their product. Amazing. Wild. You have Sydney Sweeney jumping into a Mustang, right? In skin tight. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna let Sydney. Sydney
this week
talk for herself. Actually, I need to change accounts because there's ads on this one. Hold up. That's the soap one. I'll show you that next. So first,
we want to see both. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna see both.
I'm not here to tell you.
Oh, I only have one of the Gene ads. Whatever. That's what we're gonna see. All right, guys. This is the Gene. It's not even that impressive.
No, there's another one that's better.
The one with the Mustang is better. Mm-hmm. This one's not that impressive. But this is the one that they're promoting the most because it was like Sydney Sweeney has good genes, and that's the play on words, like genetics, but also she's wearing jeans. Okay, I get it.
Well, it's like Cindy Crawford when she said nobody gets between. No, it wasn't. It was Brooke Shields. Nobody gets between me and my
Butterfinger.
She was wearing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember. Okay, here we go. Here's the ad.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing.
Look at the framing. Jesus.
Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney, Hasbury Keens.
You see what I did there, right?
That's the entire ad. And that ad, and along with the Mustang ad, has made their stock skyrocket.
You have to show the Mustang ad.
I couldn't find it. It's only on
That's not true.
Yeah, I couldn't find it on YouTube. It's only on TikTok or something. All right, now I'm going to show you the soap ad. And I have a lot more of the soap ads, so. Yeah, good luck finding it, bro.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of references to it, like people talking about it.
it.
There's a lot of people talking about it, but they don't actually just show the ad. It's really, really odd.
I saw it on a news site.
Now, if you find it, send me a link. I just found a lot of references to it. A lot of YouTube clicks like, look at this ad she did, but they don't actually show the ad. Okay, so here's the Dr. Squatch all natural body soap ad. By the way, this advertising campaign was so successful that in one of the ads, she's in a bathtub. And then they went on to then make Sydney Sweeney's bathwater soap. Because the ad campaign was so successful, it became a meme. It turned viral, and they took that viral ad and they made another ad out of it for the bathwater soap. And they sold, and they broke their own record by selling Sydney Sweeney's bathwater. It's a wild, wild thing, dude. Here we go.
And that's natural body wash for our guys, of course. With scents like pine tar, wood barrel bourbon, coconut castaway, and fresh falls.
You're cheating on me with Sydney Sweeney.
No, babe, she's a body wash genie. It's Dr. Squatch, natural body wash for men.
Dr. Squatch body wash. For men who prefer natural.
All right, I'm going to show you.
Go ahead, bro. I sent you a link.
Oh, you sent it to me?
Yeah.
Is it YouTube? Because I can't play anything that's not YouTube.
It's YouTube, bro. And I just want to be clear here, guys. All the times Brian made fun of me, how terrible I am at this internet thing. There we go.
Are you sure?
Oh, 100%. I just sent it to you.
No, this is not. This is a bro, this is.
Yes, it's good.
This is page 6. Okay, so they're showing the ad, but so I got to.
Yeah, they're showing the ad.
I got to start off at like 8 seconds or something. Okay. All right, here we go.
Don't be mad.
I'm not mad. I probably saw this and it was like, Sydney Sweeney poses in jeans. So I just stopped. Like, I don't need you to report on it. Give your brother the win.
It's all good.
Okay, here we go, guys. This is the ad he's talking about.
Personality, and even eye color.
Oh, sorry, Shane.
My jeans are blue.
Sydney Sweeney, Hasbury Keens.
This is the ad I was talking about. Yeah, you did find this one. Good job. Oh, the butt shot.
Sydney Sweeney, Hasbury Keens.
And the burnout. That's legitimately about as American as it gets. Let's be real.
Yeah, America's back.
America is back, yo.
We just need her to eat a juicy cheeseburger now.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. This is how we know we're back. When Carl's Jr. comes back with the if it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face.
Exactly.
That's when we know we're back. And here's the bathwater soap ad. Here we go.
Hello, you dirty little boys. Are you interested in my body? Wash? Well, you can't have it. Because this isn't for boys, it's for men. This is Dr. Squatch Natural Body Wash. With long-lasting natural aromas like wood barrel bourbon, pine tar, coconut castaway, and fresh falls, you'll finally get the attention you deserve. So go to drsquatch.com today and quit being a dirty little boy.
Okay, so what's really funny about this, that ad was so successful. It was so successful, not just sales-wise, viral, meme-worthy. It was so successful that they then took that ad, made another bar soap saying, remember that ad we did where Sydney Sweeney was taking a bath? Well, we took that bath water and we made soap out of it.
Oh my God.
And they broke their all-time record by selling Sydney Sweeney's bathwater soap. And I'll be honest, you guys, I almost bought some. Not because I'm a Sydney Sweeney fan, but because I wanted to be part of that cultural moment. I missed the Bella, whatever her name was, bathwater thing.
Well, listen, but let's be reasonable. I mean, I don't want to break anybody's fantasy here, but I'm not sure how many bars of soap you could make with that bathwater. Just being real.
I mean, you can make a lot.
I mean, it must require more water than is in that bath to make 1 million bars of soap.
I mean, you don't have to put a lot of it in there.
Or they're saying, I mean, I'm getting my mom, either they're saying that they did.
Yeah, they were probably just saying it. It's probably some like vanilla scented soap, and it's just a marketing, you know?
Yeah. It's like, what's her name's candle?
Oh, yeah, the goop, vagina goop thing. It's so stupid. Who wants to buy Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina? It's ugh.
I mean, there's a lot of people.
It smells. I don't want to smell dirty vagina. I don't understand what anyone.
To quote Mike Myers, a lot of vagina.
Okay. So that's it with Sydney Sweeney. Let us know what you guys think about this stuff in the chat and in the comments. What a wild thing. We got a super chat from Matthew McGee for $5. Let's treat these ad videos like Zapruder film.
The Zapruder film.
Zapruder.
That's the guy who shot the Kennedy assassination footage.
Oh.
Yes, lock it up and save it for years, right?
Okay.
Thank you, Matt.
All right, let's talk about the meat. So we brought you guys the potato, right? We gave you the potatoes, and then we gave you dessert. We're doing this in reverse. Instead of you eating your entree first, you got your side, and then you got your dessert. Here's the entree.